I couldn't be more excited for today's session, and I'm so happy that you are joining us. Whether you are watching this video live, whether you are watching this on a replay, welcome. I'm so happy that you have found this video. I trust that it is divine timing for you to watch this, and I know that today is going to be huge. So we have a very, very special guest and a dear friend of mine joining, which I am so honored and grateful and excited about. And as we are now hopping on, I see so many beautiful souls of you jumping on live with us right now in this moment. So I'm going to go ahead and welcome you all to join myself and the one and only Master Co. Energetic field, and also increase your finances as a result of that, because sometimes we don't understand that these two things actually go hand in hand together.
Oh,
Hello.
hello. Oh, the image is squished. Can
You
you see
look a
me?
little bit funny.
Yeah. Hmm.
I was thinking the same. Should we try
Let's
again?
see. Why don't I do this? Let me just rejoin. I'll come back and maybe change the camera a bit.
Okay,
This is a
sounds
little weird. Okay. Okay, let me get out and come back. All right?
okay. All right.
See if I know
Thank
how to
you.
do this. Okay, be right back.
No worries. Oh, bless his heart. What a beautiful soul. Okay, so as we are all hopping on live right now, let's set an intention. What are you looking forward to manifesting today? What energy are we tapping into? What frequency are we feeling into? Just go ahead and comment below on this live stream. What's your intention for today? And then in the meantime, while you're doing that, I'll just explain a little bit about who I am, because maybe this is the first time that you are seeing me live. Abundance, yes, amazing, amazing. Yes, my name is Jasmin Manke, and Master Co and I have been connected for over 4 years now, which I'm so honored and grateful about, because he's a beautiful soul. Oh, healthy mindset, wealth, yes, oh my God, I love it so much. Yay, so many of you are here, love that, Diane. Yes, amazing. Milan, Veronica. Oh my God, it's amazing. Forgiveness and love. Vicky is here. Kelly's here. Huda is here. Mika, hello. Brigitte, beautiful. Simon. Yes, first time. Yes, exactly. Because I know many of you are joining and you might not really know who I am. So I am a good friend of Master Coast, but also I am my own, let me see, where are we here? I am my own kind of version of spiritual luxury. And it's been a bit interesting to find like a proper name for what it is that I do.
Sorry, is
Oh,
it
here we are.
working now? Okay.
You look fantastic.
Okay.
You look,
Sorry about that.
no,
Okay.
it's fine. I'm so glad you're here.
Well, I'll do my best to help.
Thank you so much. How are you feeling
Oh,
today?
very good. Thank you. How are you, Jasmine?
I'm really good. And I just realized that it's been 4 years since we met at Whistler.
Wow, that's a long time. I didn't realize time flew by that
Yeah,
fast.
because I just booked the finance trip again in Whistler in February, and then today it's the full circle. It feels like a brand new beginning, a new cycle, all the beautiful things. So,
All right.
yeah.
Always good energy.
Always, always. Let's see, there's so many of you. Now he's in such a majestic setting. Fahad, hello, Fahad. Fahad was also with us. Anita's here, Carrie's here. Hello, everyone. Yes, so I'm really, really excited for today's session. So I'm sure all of you already know who Master Co is, but he is an excellent pranic healer. He is an all-round beautiful person. I mean, you can read all this information online, but let me just explain, as I have the honor of meeting you and knowing you personally, Master Co is a beautiful human as well. And I think his kindness, his love, his generosity with his gifts far beyond just his professional side of things and the healing practices that he so generously shares with us. But I really wanted to just acknowledge and honor that as well. Like over the last
Thank
four
you.
years, you're so, thank you. You're welcome. over the last 4 years, you know, the way that you show up for myself and my family, and the care and the love consistently just has been so beautiful to witness and be fully immersed in. So thank you. I'm so grateful to you.
Do what I can to contribute to the world. Whatever I can do is good.
Yes, thank you. So as we are hopping on today right now, we will be talking more about, oh, I love all of your comments, by the way. I'm so glad that you're all here. We really, truly appreciate you and look forward to co-creating with you. Um, as we are hopping on live right now, we want to really dive deep into mastering our energetic field, but also mastering and elevating the finance side of things, because I think bringing that to and those two things together, I was just talking about it yesterday on 11123. We opened the doors to wealth being, right? And wealth being is a connection of wealth and well-being, therefore well-being. And I'm really honored and grateful to have Master Co live here with us, and to announce that he will forever be the first in
Forever.
well-being,
Okay.
ever. And there is a beautiful power of the power of one, where it's, you know, we always celebrate big milestones when we're like, oh, I achieved all these different things and all these things and more. And then as soon as we look at it from that side, it feels like it's not enough, because we already have the next goal and the next goal and the next goal. But I decided to actually do things separately and say, okay, you know what? We are going backwards now. Let's go to square one. So I invite everybody to look at where they're at right now, but instead of looking like I want more, 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 let's really set the energetic standpoint to, wow, I'm so blessed already. So I would love to open up the stage, dancers on stage, to Master Co. Bringing you on, and just please do speak to us a little bit about, you know, what it really means to master your energetic field. What does that look like for somebody who might not be as into energy work just yet?
Well, Jasmine, and everyone who's there, welcome. I'll do my best to share what I can, the amount of time we have. Essentially, you always hear people say energy is everything, or everything is energy. And oftentimes people just say it in a very metaphor or symbolic way, but they don't realize how real it is. And, the Chinese call it qi, when they go to an acupuncturist, they stick a needle in your body, make the energy flow better. The Japanese call it ki. And in India, in Sanskrit, it's called prana. That's what we do. We manipulate this prana in the environment, and also in ourselves. That's why it's called pranic healing. And I learned from my teacher, how many years ago? 1988, 30-some years ago. And I've been using it since. Pranic healing is in all over the world, taught by Grandmaster Twakok Sri. That's where I learned it from. And I'm essentially trying to get it to mainstream, let people realize that this energy is not just for people who are on the spiritual path, or people who are into rituals and different types of energy work. It's in everyday life. And the easiest way to understand this is, just imagine we're swimming in this ocean. And this ocean is basically filled with this life force. And we're, how do you call this? We're like a sponge in this gigantic ocean. So it flows through us. And every thought, every emotion we have is actually made of this energy. So when a person wants to be happy, wants to be prosperous, or I don't think anybody want to, but if they want to be sad, they want to be angry, they want to be broke, it's still manipulating this same fabric that's available. So when a person's very happy, essentially, the spiritual self uses this energy, creates this thought or emotion that they fabricate of being happy. And when a person's angry, upset, they're doing the same thing, except they're not doing it consciously. At least most people don't. They want to be prosperous. The prosperous thoughts they create, same thing. You're just manipulating this, taking this raw material and making it into a prosperous thought or a poverty thought. It goes both ways. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't realize it goes both ways. People think, oh, law of attraction, I attract the good stuff. But if you don't clear out your closet and you feel a lot of anger and poverty consciousness from the past, that's also attracting stuff. But the most important part here is to realize literally everything is energy. And by being aware of this, it makes us be conscious of every thought, every emotion. Because sometimes people don't think, oh, it's okay. Somebody tries to sell me something. I go, oh, I'm broke. I cannot afford it. You don't realize just by thinking it, you're creating this cloud or this thought that sits in your energy field. And over time, you build it up because you've said it enough times over a period of 2, 3 years, 4, 5 years. It becomes literally like a filter that we use to look into the world or look out into the world. Same thing. So every time a opportunity comes up, money, success, any advancement in your work, the opportunity is outside your energy field. So when you look at it, you're looking through this prism or this filter of all these poverty, consciousness thoughts. So if you don't clear it out, you have a tendency to think, oh, I don't know, that's only for people who are gifted, who are blessed, whatever. And all of it is because our perception of reality is through this cloud. Now, common sense will tell you, why don't you clean it out? It's simple. Most people are not aware that these are there. How do you tell? You just spend maybe 20 minutes talking to someone and just listen. You'll notice the words that come out of their mouth, which is a reflection of their thoughts, they're all over the place. So they don't have control over the thoughts they create, which they don't have control of the stuff that comes out of their mouth. That right there, they're not aware that they're the one creating it. So when things don't go their way, they blame the economy, they blame their parents, they blame society, they blame the aliens that landed on their roof, whatever. Instead of saying, wait, I have the ability, number one, to create through my thoughts, my words, and my actions. And that alone makes a huge difference in a person's life. It makes you more in control to the sense that, hey, my success is dependent on what I do, not what society has, what circumstances are. And when circumstances are in front of you, you will always think like, oh, how do I use this to help me? How do I use this circumstance to actually elevate me? And that's why I love it with Tony Robbins, which, as most of you know, I have the honor of working with him. He tells you in UPW, life is happening for you, not to you. And the part on for you is dependent on one thing and one thing alone, your response to what's happening outside. Unfortunately, most people say, oh, I can't help it, this happened to me. No, whatever's happening to you, you still have a microsecond to decide, am I going to use this to bring me down, or am I going to use this, harness it to actually go higher? And it starts with realizing everything is energy, and you're the one who's moving this energy around. So I hope that gave you a little bit of a background. That was just an introduction.
You're amazing, and it did so much. And I leave. Oh, I love your cup as well. What does it say on your cup?
Oh.
There's a hidden message there. There we go. That's it. This could be you. Insert your picture. I love it.
Everything's magic.
Anyone who's watching, that could be you after doing master coursework. No, I think it is really, in all seriousness as well, I think we don't really understand that really truly everything is energy. Even this moment right now, this is actually the third time that I have the honor of doing this live video with you, but I see the energy shifting the way your work has shifted based on what the society really needs and is giving back to you, but also the way I have been able to evolve because of energy, right? And I think the more we don't see things as being linear of like, okay, we have to keep making the same decisions and the same choices, which lead to the same situations, right? It's if we want to change a pattern, we want to change our reality, the best way to change a pattern is to respond to it differently, right? So if anyone has anything come up when we're like, okay, now I want to go from, fear to faith, or from lack to abundance. I desire to actually move out of this lack mentality. The best way to do it is like Master Ko just said, it's like you can decide that in this moment, the resistance that you're experiencing is actually a blessing, and it just helps you witness and understand, where do I need to respond differently? Where do I get to? Where do I choose to? And what am I doing now? And I think the biggest thing as well is when we talk about the concept of time, because I keep hearing the words time, and like time is like such a big, divider sometimes when we step into the divine. It's like, oh, it takes time. Do you believe that it truly does take time, or it's just a matter of energetic alignment? What do you feel about that?
Well, time is like a stream that continues to go through. And so as this time is going through and we're in it, it's just a matter of realizing what do I do with this time? You can
Yeah.
use this time and just let things happen to you, or you can say there's this stream of, like being in a stream of water, you go, ah, this time is going through, how do I ride it so my life becomes better and happier? It's what you
Yeah.
do with it.
Yeah, it's what you do with it. And when you think about manifestations, because people usually ask, like, oh, I've been in the energy, I've changed my energy, I shifted it, but it's just not showing up for me. How would you respond to someone who would ask that kind of question?
It's very simple. There are many factors that are involved in what you call manifesting, and a lot of people don't really understand that manifesting is not just a term that you throw out there if you're in the airy fairy world.
Yes.
Manifesting, at least the way I perceive it, the way I was taught, is actually, to be more specific, materializing. And when you say materializing, it's a matter of, if you have a thought, it's something you cannot see. You cannot touch it, you cannot see it. It's very, very subtle. And then when you think about something long enough, you become excited about it. That means the emotions got involved. So from a subtle thought, like a cloud in your aura, it starts to become more tangible. That's why when a person is excited, you can feel it. If they're thinking of something, just thinking of something, you don't feel it. But as soon as they start feeling, oh yeah, I want that new job, new car, new this, whatever, that feeling is now more palpable because it's already dropped in frequency. And then as you get excited about something, you feel it more, then you start to notice you gravitate towards it with your physical body. An example I always use is, let's say you want a new job or you want to have more income. By thinking about it, that's nice, anybody can think, but once you get excited, the emotions get involved, you go, yeah, I want to do something. Yeah. The word want means there's a certain emotional commitment to it. Now that thought, which is very ethereal, like a cloud, starts to move down in the universe in frequency. From there, you start noticing, not only am I thinking about it, I feel it. You start noticing, oh, there's this opportunity. Oh, there's this opportunity. And you go, let me try this, let me try, let me search this, let me search that. You don't realize you're now using your physical body to move towards it. Now, to make it simple, this is the mental world, this is the physical world. What you call manifesting is such a broad term, that's why I don't usually use it. I use the word materializing. Materializing means taking something like a cloud and making it very, very physical. And there's no shortcut from here to here. And that's why if a person says, oh, I've been thinking about it, if I can visualize it, I can have it. If you just visualize it, you don't involve the emotions, you don't move your body, it stays as a thought forever. And so when people say, oh, I've been thinking about it, it hasn't manifested, get off your butt, do something. If you don't, it stays as a cloud. It's just like you're taking what they call this water vapor and turning it into an ice cube. It needs to drop in vibration. And unfortunately, a lot of people say, oh, I don't like low vibration. If you don't like low vibration, you won't have a physical body. Everything in the universe is energy. It's just a matter of frequency. So your thought, your feeling, it vibrates high. Your physical body, that is very, very tangible, vibrates very low. So if you want something to change in your life, and hopefully for the better, you need to take that thought that's up there and drop it down the frequency so it's tangible. And you can't do that by just, oh yeah, I feel it, I visualize it. You have to involve the physical body. Again, to cross-reference. That's why I love it when I'm with Tony. He says, okay, involve your physiology. Because when you involve your physiology, your thoughts, your emotion is um, integrated with your nervous system that moves your physical body. And that's why I always tell people, it's good to have great intentions, but if you don't do anything about it, there's no results, intentions are useless. And people get upset. They go, hey, how come you're so harsh? I go, isn't that true? Everybody has good intention, but unless you take one step forward, that intention stays as a cloud and sits there. And the beautiful thing about this, it's a matter of creating patterns. When a person's used to just leaving the thought floating, they just float up there. But once a person says, I want that better income, let me move towards it. So as you do that, you're training your physical, emotional, mental vehicles, if you will, to move in that direction. And when you say you're using energy, each part of that, each step of that, you are harnessing this universal life force. And as you keep doing it over and over again, that's why there's a saying, nothing succeeds like success, because you're already involving your physical, your emotional, mental bodies towards your objective. And prana or life force is simply the fuel to make it happen. That's that.
I love it so much. And there's actually something funny that you always say to my clients. Whenever there's a but, just shake it, right? So like I engage them and I ask them to actually move themselves through my classes as well, because when we combine the mind, music, and movement, right? Something I like to call the purity method, we can elevate to a higher state, and we actually hypnotize ourselves into believing and stepping into a higher frequency, which then allows us to take more action because we are more inclined to actually believe that it is going to work out. Because I think the biggest thing that I've noticed is that people want it, they think about it, they visualize it, but they don't have the certainty. Shake it, baby. Yes, exactly. Anita knows what I'm talking about. Hypno dance, exactly. I've created something called Hypno Dance. I don't know actually if I've shared this with you already. Hypno Dance, have I shared it with you, Master Co? No, not yet. So Hypno Dance is the combination, Institute, the combination of mind, music, and mindset, because exactly that. When we put our energy in motion, we create emotion. So it's one thing about having squeaky clean energy, as one of my other mentors love to say, but then also practicing something I like to call energy hygiene, right? And I think that's one thing that you actually mentioned right up front from the beginning. It's like, if you keep stacking things on top of each other, for my understanding, the emotion will become so loud and so strong that it literally becomes inescapable for us at a point where we hit that threshold where it's like, okay, we have to do something about it. So I think I'd love to invite our beautiful community here as well to really ask yourself in this moment right now, what is one thing or one emotion or one situation in our lives that we are literally ready to let go of right here, right now? Because I always believe that we only ever have now. We can think about the future, we can think about the past, but the only moment we truly have control over is the moment of right now, right? It's like, what do you do now? It's not like, oh, next time I'm going to send out the email. Next time I'm going to take the action. Just as Master Ko was saying, no, it's right now, it's here, and it's in this moment. And if you already say to yourself, oh, I don't have the time, or I can't afford it, or I'm not going to do this, well, what makes you think that in the future it's going to be different, right? It's like, it's all about the moment in this moment right now. Procrastinating. So that's wonderful, Carrie. I love that. Embodiment. I love it. Yes. So please make sure you write this down as well. Comment below on the live stream. Comment below if you're watching this on the replay as well, because it's a message to the universe where you put it out and you make that decision and you say, I'm doing this. I let go of addiction. Wow, that's so powerful. There's actually lots of things that I spoke about in my own journey as well of overcoming other addictions as well. There's so many things to talk about there. Overwhelm, chronic fatigue. I salute you all. I honor you. I tell you this is beautiful, not ready. Because when we share it and let go, then we actually allow the universe to start saying like, okay, she's or he's serious about this. Letting go of what people think of me, not believing in myself, despair. I am ready now. I love this. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, perfect. Wonderful. I do have one interesting question. Let's say insomnia. Yes, I used to struggle a lot with insomnia as well. Embodiment of my next new stage. Okay, I'm gonna get to the comments later as well, Master Ko, and I'll be so glad to see when we put this up to our replay on our pages to also keep seeing your comments and just keep connecting in that level, because I think it is so important to actually engage, not for us, but for you, right? To really say, okay, we are a social community. We are here to be seen, right? Put your name there. That's how people can connect to you and your energy. When you said the word want, Master Ko, I have heard many times other spiritual teachers or just manifestation experts, they're like, you know what's coming, right? You shouldn't be saying the word wanting, right? And I'm curious to hear your perspective on this, to be honest, because I think, oh, my mom is here. I love you so much. I love you. Mwah. Shout out to my mom. So glad because she connected us. Um, when we want something, is it from the energy of not having? How do you believe about this? Like, what are your perception? What's your perception of
Be more
this?
specific. What do you mean by you want something?
So when we say the words, I want to receive XYZ, I desire to have this and this thing, is that energetically sound? Because I hear a lot of spiritual teachers say, oh, if you say the word want, it means you do not have. Therefore, you are not in the energy of having, meaning that you can't receive.
Uh, you want the good answer or the real
I
answer?
always want the real answer, you know me.
It's nonsense.
Nonsense, right? Yes.
You're using words to cover up things that needs to be, let's just say, improving yourself. Because if you're by wanting something, well, you want to go from here to here. Why give it drama? You want to go from not having as much to having more. It gives you something to aim at, a target.
Yes.
That's it. If you add more to it, you make it complicated. So in my perception, again, with due respect to everybody else, I perceive it as nonsense. You want something, you do anything and everything, put everything in it, go for it. What's the room to go? Oh, it's because you lack something, because you're affirming you don't have. Well, you don't have it. That's why you want it. So that's that. Move towards it. No more drama. I mean, that's just the way I approach things. So otherwise, your energy gets so distracted. Well, but I think it's this. I'm this. Well, you're in point A. You want to point B. It's a straight line. You don't need to go around this. Just go straight. I mean, that's my opinion.
I love it. Thank you, because I know so many people ask me this question, and you see, they say it's lacking. Great question. You know, it keeps us in a place of always wanting more. But isn't that a beautiful thing? Isn't it wonderful that once you have manifested slash materialized, I'm going to be adopting that, by the way. Thank you for teaching me. This is beautiful. Materializing something, right? But from here, of course we want something else. And isn't that a beautiful thing? Because we are always growing, right? We either grow or we die, because we are constantly evolving creatures, and that's beautiful. I love Master Ko's humor as well. It's amazing. He's wonderful. Thank you,
I
everyone.
wasn't trying to be funny. I was just trying to say it like it is, because people use spirituality to dress up things that are obvious.
Yeah.
And it's as simple as you want to evolve, you want to succeed,
Yes.
you have to have a goal. Without a goal, as you said, people die. You know, what is that statistic? They say that men, after they, I heard that from Tony, men, after they retire, if they don't have anything that they're focusing on, within 5 years, their body dies.
Yeah.
But if you look at people who have an objective, hey, I got to live longer, I got to be healthier because I want to accomplish this.
Yeah.
I don't see anything wrong with that. You want to live a life where you leave a spiritual legacy.
Yes. You want to live a life to leave a spiritual legacy. I mean, that's beautiful. And I think it's also understanding that you do get to take care of your human in the process. And I think this is one of the things that I cannot believe. Master Ko, can you imagine? Our topic was health and wealth. 2019, when we did a live stream, our topic literally was health and wealth. And here we are, health and wealth, wealth being. Full circle moment. You know, things always come back to us. I saw the pictures because my team was looking through the graphics, and it's been wonderful.
Wait, I'm glad you remember, because I don't.
You know, I looked at it and it was beautiful to witness, because I think the biggest thing that people are afraid of as well is wanting so much. At least I know that I've witnessed, unfortunately, my own father pass away when I was quite young, because he was constantly pushing himself for more. And it's almost being like worried that we want and desire so much to give to others that we forget to take care of our own human and our body. And I think that's one of the other things that, you know, many people might not know. Master Ko is extremely healthy, and he takes so much care of his own physical body so that he can be of so much service. Because if you're struggling and you're not taking care of yourself and you're not working on your health, how are you going to show up and pour from an empty cup, right? Would you mind sharing a little bit about that, like your perception on, you know, being healthy and wealthy at the same time, and, you know, just bust through any beliefs that, you know, anyone could have as an objection?
Well, a big part of the struggle that a lot of people have is guilt.
Yes.
They're always guilty. Well, you know, I want to be a spiritual person, but if I think about money, if I think of my physical health, my how I look, how I feel, oh, that's being too materialistic. Okay, everything in proper proportion and moderation. Think of it this way: you have a spiritual goal. You want to feed the hungry people. You want to help these people in need because you have a good heart. So let's say that's like an hour away. In order to get there, you get in your car to get there. So no matter how good your intention is, which is to serve all these people, if your car breaks down, you never get there. As simple as that. So just imagine this is your physical body. This is also your vehicle to get to your objective. If you cannot get out of bed, I don't care how good your intention is, it's useless. So your physical body is actually something that you have to look at it. This is the vehicle I have to take care of. I've known people who take care of their car more than their physical body, which is ridiculous because you're using the physical body to drive your car. So the physical body is the vehicle. Then the next part of it is you go, okay, I can get there. I'm taking my physical health. Uh, with the resources and time I have, I can help 10 people. Let me see. If somebody suddenly give me $10 million with the same insight, with the same intention, how many more people can I feed? Thousands more. Okay. So that means I get to accomplish both. Now, if you're dead broke, you can't even feed yourself. All your good intentions go away. And that's one of the reasons why, if you just have this coherence in your head to really understand spirituality and material world are two sides of the same coin. If your heart is in the right place, you have a strong spiritual connection, you want to be a better person, you want to help other people, in order to get there, you need a vehicle to get there. And as you take care of your finances, you take care of your health, it helps you accomplish what you want spiritually. So everything at the same time. That's it.
I love that. So beautiful. So funny that you used the exact words because I said, I just hosted a class on conscious and coherent. And I said, you know, it's tough when we're constantly in split energy, right? We're in guilt or gratitude. It can't be either or. It's like you have to choose, right? You have to pick a side. Like, which one are you on? You know, are you in lack or in abundance? And I was saying the same, like some people take care of their split ends more than their split energy. Because when we keep flip-flopping around, and we don't have a stable, coherent energy, the results are going to be not consistent, right? And it's going to drop down in energy. So I'm curious, actually, how would you allow or how would you advise somebody to stay more in a certain energy rather than keep dipping in and out? Because I mean, it's something that you obviously constantly have to work on. It's like going to the gym once, right? You have to consistently go. You take care of your energy all the time. But you believe that there's a certain set point that you can rise above it, or how do you
In what
believe
sense?
in it?
Your physical body or your objective? Sorry,
Your,
I was trying to track which
yes,
part you want to
my
talk about.
apologies. I'm jumping ahead. I'm very excited. So in terms of our split energy, right? When we have our energetic field set from guilt, right? Because we were talking about guilt, and we were focused on, okay, if we want to create more, but we are stuck in guilt, we are kind of being in split energy, right? We're in gratitude, not really, we're more in guilt rather than actually being able to create more,
Okay.
right? So the more clear and specific we can be in our energies, the better the results, right? The better the manifestation, the materialization of the things that we desire. But how would you recommend somebody creates that to actually stay at a certain set point energetically so that they can materialize things?
Okay. So as far as guilt is concerned, let's just use that to be so we can be a little more laser focused.
Yes.
Number one is to question it. You know, if you don't question it, it becomes truth and certainty in your life. You go, I don't believe in it, but if you don't question it, when you're trying to do something, it just pops into your consciousness. So in order to question it, you have to first be able to observe it. And you observe, okay, you're trying to be more prosperous, and you notice, hey, I'm feeling this uncomfortable sensation. What is it? It's guilt. And then when you have guilt, you go, that's guilt. You step back, observe it. This guilt. Oh yeah, I'm feeling this. I'm feeling this difficulty in breathing. I'm feeling heaviness. All right. So this guilt, what is it? You go, yeah, it's a feeling. Mm-hmm. And when does it happen? Oh, it happened during this. I wonder, when did it start? Oh, it started how many years ago when I saw this person giving money to charity, and he was doing it because he was getting popularity. Oh, I question that. That's not right. So what you're doing here is as simple as this. These feelings, these thoughts, they're inside your energy field. The ability to observe it and question it, it allows you to come to the surface. As you look at it, it loses its power over you. That's number one. The ability to observe and question makes that thought, that emotion, lose its energy over you. Then number two, what do you do with it? And most people say, oh, I release it. Hello, if you're able to do it, it should have been gone. So just by saying I release it doesn't do anything, because you just say, oh, I don't want this. As soon as you stop, you suck it back in. The key is after you observe it, it comes off your energy field, and it's disintegrated. Now, as you know, energy cannot be destroyed or created. It can only be transformed. So when you say disintegrate, just imagine you have a thought and emotion that you've been packing with so much energy for the last 20, 30, who knows how many years. It's like a very, very solid, dense ball. So you need to disintegrate, means dismantle it. As it dismantles, it goes back into the ocean of prana or life force, and then it loses control over you. Now the question is, how do you do it? There are many, many ways. One of the simplest ways, without going through the entire thing, which will last a while, is when you do your meditation, do the forms of meditation where spiritual energy comes down, which vibrates much higher. It can penetrate deep into that negative thought and break it up. So that's one way. Another way, which most of you do it subconsciously, is you use, oh yeah, I picture purple light, I picture violet light. Actually, when you meditate or do your spiritual practice, that's the color that comes through you. So you can actively, when you have a negative thought, you go, okay, this guilt here, it's useless, it's nonsense, but it affects me. You picture it in front of you like a cloud, imagine him filled with violet light, and with a few strokes with your hand, as if you're breaking it up, chopping it down, erasing it, whatever your conscious mind will give you certainty in breaking it up. And most people, just by doing it 2, 3 times, you go, it feels lighter. And that's because you were able to observe it, which allows you to come out of your energy field. Number 2, you were able to break it up. And then you just do this consistently, and you basically clean out your closet. And anybody can do this. Then from there, you reinforce what you want. So it's just like in a computer, delete old programming, install what you want. That's it. Doesn't have to be complicated. The key is consistency. Because I've seen people, oh, I know that technique, then go to another school. I learn something else, they learn something else. So they learn so many things, they never practice anything, when all of those could have helped them. And that's why I like to make things simple. This is the problem, this is the solution, do it, and then what? Repeat, then what? Repeat, then what? At some point, you gotten rid of all those pent-up thoughts and emotions. At some point you go, hey, how come it's not happening anymore? Because we understand a thought and emotion, whether guilt, joy, happiness, any emotion, is nothing more than something that you, the spiritual self or the soul, manufactured. If you can manufacture it, you can get rid of it. It's just like I can create, with hammer, with nails, I can create something. I don't like it, I can destroy it. I can create something else. That's it. No drama needed.
I love it so much. Thank you for taking us through this process. And I'm curious, who here who is watching this right now would love to learn more from Master Ko and how they can dismantle their energy, how they can step into more abundance, how they can actually clean their energetic field consistently through energetic hygiene and tangible energetics, like I like to say, because it's not just, oh, this is the kind of concept approximately. No, it's like, this is what you actually do. And that's what I love so much about Master Ko's work. Your work is amazing because it actually makes sense. There's a logical situation. I'm German, so the way we say it, it's like it has hand and foot. It's like it's solid, it's consistent, it makes sense. So so many of you, amazing, right? Yes, me, amazing, amazing, wonderful, because we do have a beautiful surprise for you coming at the end. So make sure you stay on before we mention it, but I'm very excited to be announcing that very, very soon. And I would love to know as well, Master Ko, what would you say is actually possible? Let's do some materializing in this moment, right here, right now, if you're up for it. What would actually be possible for somebody who does do this work consistently and is doing it the correct way with your assistance, of actually being able to do this properly? What can they experience?
Depends on what they're looking for. If you sit down and really ask yourself just a few basic questions. What do I want to do with my physical health? What do I want to do with my relationship? What do I want to do with my finances? What do I want to do with my spiritual path or my spiritual life? After you ask those questions, then you form a target for each one. And from there, every person has a different goal. But one thing I usually recommend people doing is don't shortchange yourself. Whatever you think you want, kick it up a few notches. And what that does, it allows you to say, okay, I think this is possible, but Who knows? Let me try this. And the reason I go for that approach rather than hear people say, "Oh, I want to be a billionaire." If you can't even pay your bills yet, I think you should do intermediate steps. And the reason this is important, and this is in the realm of energy. I know this can be sound really weird to a lot of your audience, but it's as simple as this. Let's say a person only has $100 in their bank account. Okay, we just to give it some reference. They only have $100 and they have a certain amount of bills they have to pay. When they make the affirmation of what's possible to be a billionaire in 1 week, it's possible but not probable. Okay, now watch this. So a person that only have $100 in the bank, so obviously on top of that, they're worried about paying their bills, they're worried about what's going to happen to feed their family. All that are thoughts in their energy field. And they go, oh yeah, I decree, whatever stuff they want to use, I'm going to be a billionaire in 1 week. So you create a certain thought, right? You harness this energy, it's very strong. That thing won't survive because we have a saying, big fish eat small fish. These negative thoughts have been created all the last 10, 20, 30 years. We'll gobble it up. It doesn't go anywhere. So, but if you say, from here, I want to go from $100 per in my bank to, hey, I'll manifest 5,000 next week. Your conscious mind would say, it's possible and could be probable. That alone will allow this thought that you create to survive and not be gobbled up. It's a step-by-step process. That's why I hear people who say, I can manifest anything, blah, blah, blah. No, you're right. In a world of energy, it doesn't work that way because you become your best friend or your worst enemy. It's based on the programming we had before. So that's why we always say, until you clean your closet, anything you wear will be soiled. As simple as that. And when I've had people who told me, oh, I want to, build this spiritual center. I want to do this. I want to do that. I watch their life. I go, hold on. You still have a lot of poverty consciousness thoughts that you need to purge. If you don't purge those, they will come up when you're trying to be successful. That's why people self-sabotage. They create a goal that they just want to tell people, but in the back of their mind, they doubt it. So as they're creating this positive thought, they're simultaneously creating negative thoughts that shoot it. You can see this. If somebody could see energy, it's obvious. It's seen in the aura. That's how when people say, I make affirmations, the first thing I ask them, that's nice. Have you cleared out your old crap yet? Okay, then whatever you're trying to manifest will take a while. And people don't like to hear that because it's too direct. I go, how long have you been doing what you're doing? Oh, 20 years. Exactly the point. Yeah, until you clear that out, it's useless. I think.
Yeah.
I think I would have lost some of you already. Sorry, but that's how it works.
Well, I mean, I think it is the most beautiful thing, to be honest, because I do believe the highest frequency is truth, right? Like one of the highest frequencies. Or which one do you believe is the highest frequency? Actually, I want to know for sure.
I'm the wrong person to ask.
You're also,
because
okay.
when you say highest frequency, you're talking about the material realm, the human realm. When you talk about the spiritual realm, there are many, many different frequencies. So I just say spiritual energies to make it simple.
Okay, all right.
People like to say love, they want to say truth. Those are within the human earthly life.
Yeah.
When you say higher, it goes way higher than that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I was like, I'm not sure, but truth and love are one of very high vibrating frequencies. Can I say that? Is that okay?
Yes, in the human realm, yes.
Perfect.
In the angelic realm, no.
So allowing ourselves to be in the frequency and energy of truth, saying things that you believe in creates this beautiful sense of authenticity. And Julia just said that authenticity, enlightenment, love, exactly. And that's where we really truly radiate. So I think the honesty that you bring with us, that was my real point behind asking you, is what will help people elevate and start thinking. So even if you've been a little bit shocked right now, you're like, this is a little bit interesting right now, and I feel a little bit, busted almost. Beautiful, because that's the first step to change, right? So if you are here watching this and you are ready to really master your energetic field with Master Co and allowing yourself to take the first stepping stones to more finances and freedom without sacrificing your health, because this is not about just you making more money. It isn't. Personally, to me, what we're about to give to you is not just you being able to say, okay, I manifested, it's about really being in an energy where you are taking care of your vehicle, which is your human body, and actually be able to maintain a beautiful energy, live in a beautiful state, and grow far beyond. So we actually have Vicky here right now. Back to me again, one. She's also a Wealth Being member, and I have gifted her my platinum ticket to come join us at UPW in Dallas next week. So
Okay.
she's going to be
See you
with
guys
us.
there.
Yes, and we have so many amazing Wealth Being members. Actually, on yesterday on 111, our first ever Wealth Being member, founders member, joined, who's also here, which is we're celebrating her as well, Becky, who joined as well, because I'm really wanting to set this new standard for the world to really appreciate and value every single person human. So if you're watching this right now, UPW stands for Unleash Your Power Within. That's a Tony Robbins event. If you're watching this right now, I really want you to know that you are not just a number in the system. You're a beautiful soul, you're an important person, and you really matter. Your work, you investing in yourself matters, because the people that you have the potential to touch, and affect is infinite. It really is. I believe that, because it creates a ripple effect far beyond the human mind can ever comprehend, because it goes in so many ways. Because you smile, one other person smiles. Just this conversation as well between us is just, I'm so blessed to have this, the honor and the connection and the love, and from all of you, of course, with Master Co also, but without you, this wouldn't be the same. So thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up for yourself today. And thank you for wanting to better yourself and make this world a better, more elevated place, so that we can have beautiful impact on so many other people. Because I know Master Cole has the most amazing programs to really help you become healer as well, and really support other human beings as well. And that's why I am so grateful to have Master Co
Thank you.
as our very first Wealth Being expert. And in the month of November, which we already are in, we are going to be focusing on elevating and mastering your energetic field and your finances. Master Co is so generous to bless us with a session to deepen the conversation that we have had today on how to master your energetic field, how to clean out the closet. So if you really want to do this work seriously, and you actually want to get the support that you need to practice energetic hygiene, right? To really clean out the closet, to actually do it with tangible energetics, then we'd love to invite you to join Wealth Being. And Wealth Being is our spiritual luxury membership. It is brand newly created. It has been, as you can see, has been lingering for the last 4 years and beyond, brought together by the most amazing experts, right? We're going to be having new amazing experts every single month. We are going to be having weekly new experiences, brand new things that are coming for you in forms of audio transmissions, hypno dance sessions, experts such as Master Co coming up as our very first number one, and also different members connection calls, because Wealth Being is all about creating a conscious community where you can be yourself, where you can be in your real energy, where you are finally safe to be seen, where you can connect with each other. Already now in our members, we have women meeting up in the UK, right? I mean, right now we're both in California, right?
Yep.
Mr. Co, yes?
Uh-huh.
We are both in California, but it doesn't matter where you are at, because usually I live in Dubai. We still can stay in touch thanks to the internet. And I love to say Wi-Fi, internet Wi-Fi is a little bit similar to the energy that you can choose to tap into. Usually Wi-Fi is always available, but you actually have to choose to connect. Because if you don't connect and you don't consciously choose to take action, you are not able to actually be tapped into that frequency. So this is your opportunity to connect to mastering your energetic field, to elevating that energy, and also attract and call in more finances in a way that is healthy for you. So Wealth Being consists of 3 pillars, right? It's the weekly new experiences. It also consists of the conscious community, and it also consists of unlocking the entire Wealth Being portal and the library of past experiences, such as tapping into your own receiving mode, right, to actually become a vessel of light. We're going to also have Master Co's amazing transmission that is going to be coming through and training inside of there for you to watch as you are an active member. We also have more beautiful opportunities coming. I'm sure this is not going to be the last time that we are going to be featuring Master Co. We have big things in the work as well. But the first step for you to deepening this work right here and now is to become a Wealth Being member. And in order to do that, you can either send me the name of our beautiful Master Co. via message on my Instagram. Please send it to me because I don't want to overwhelm Master Co's team with all the messages come through. So please send them to us so we can take care of you. My team and I, we are here ready to support you and to connect with you to help you become a member. Or you can simply visit the link in my bio as well to become a member as well. For any questions or anything that you need, you are always welcome to send us a message. We are here to support you and guide you to make sure that this is the right fit for you. But Spiritual Luxury is an energetic membership. It's building your energetic muscle, not just your physical muscle, but actually being more stable in mastering your emotions. My Instagram name is Jasmin Manke Coaching, so JASMIN Manke Coaching. So that's the one that we have. I'm sure we'll figure it out. Please send it to me as a message, not as a comment, because otherwise we're not able to respond to you on the live stream. So just send me a private message to be able to connect with you as well. And what was I just saying? I was just saying that, yes, with the energetic muscle, that's very important. It's all about building that energetic muscle, but also learning how to master your emotions. Because if you don't know how to master your emotions and you let them basically eat you up, I love the example with the fish, by the way. That was brilliant. I'm going to definitely be using that one. If we don't take care of the little fish, you know, we're not going to be able to create lasting change. And at least for me, I really do care about you creating changes that are lasting, at least in the sense that you know how to do the work consistently to create the results that you're actually after. Because the reason why we're offering something for you right now is because a live stream is great, right? It's beautiful. I'm so glad we've done this and it's amazing. But the moment that matters the most is what you do now. Whether you choose to actually commit to yourself, whether you choose to invest in yourself, and not just financially, but energetically. Are you actually saying to yourself, yes, I deserve this. Yes, I believe this works. Yes, I trust myself. And yes, I'm going to be willing to show up and I'm going to make this happen. And now is my time. Because we can watch on the sidelines, we can admire everyone else's life, and we can be focused on, wow, everybody has what I want. But if you don't, like I said, like you said, if you only have a beautiful intention, it's not enough, right? It's actually taking the action and deciding to commit to your well-being, your health, your wealth being, right? This is not a fancy slogan. It's a way of living. It's a way of being, of living in a beautiful state more and more often. So we invite you to join Wealth Being, to come visit Master Co and me live on Zoom. We're going to be on Zoom as well, which is going to be a beautiful transmission. You're going to get access to that as well, to all the different trainings, etc. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Master Co, is there anything else you'd like to share for now? Anything that's still coming through?
The one that I want everyone to just realize, it's quite simple. If you have a musician on the piano, the musician is not the piano. The musician working the piano have a choice to create beautiful music or pound on the keys and create noise. In the end, the musician is not the piano and not what it produces. So any thought, every emotion you have, any emotion you have, whether it's abundance, prosperity, to worry and guilt, all these are just actually what is produced by your piano. And at any given time, we have a choice on what we do on that piano. And the ability to just have that realization gives you back control. And oftentimes people say, yeah, you know, it's because of this. The minute you say it's because of this and it's outside of you, you're giving your power away to something external. And if you look at people who are successful in anything, they always take control. They say, this is my objective. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get there. Now, just one last thought, which earlier I know you touched on it, of wanting something too bad. And if you want it so much, then, you know, it's a sensation or a feeling of lack or scarcity. I beg to differ. You want to look at people who are successful. The more successful ones are the hungrier ones. How badly do you want it? If you kind of go, yeah, I like it, but it's too stressful, you quit. I've seen so many people doing that. But if you look at people who want to be the best in their profession, they're almost obsessed. They sacrifice things in their lives temporarily to get there. You want to be successful with no sacrifice, kiss it goodbye. It's not going to happen. When you try to do 20 things at the same time, and you say, I want to be good at this and this, good luck. You're going to need it. You want to look at people who are successful, they're the tip of the spear. They're always focused. And the key here is to literally just prioritize. This is what I want to work on. Put everything into it. Then after that, this is what I work on. Put everything to it. If you're trying to do several things at the same time, good luck. We're going to have this conversation 5 lifetimes from now. That's simple as that. So I just want you to think about it. What is it you want? What do you want to accomplish? Look at the outcome. Make a note of it. Say, that's what I want. And pour every emotion, every thought, your physiology, everything into it. You do that, nothing can stop you. That's it.
Yes. Let's go. I love this. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Make sure to send me a message with the word MasterCo right now. And the first 5 people that join us today, right here, right now, will receive a very special gift. It's going to be a surprise. I'm very excited about sharing that. So make sure you join. Don't delay, right? Now is your time. Don't wait another lifetime. Now is the moment. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And remember, everyone, if you want something, maybe it wants you too. In fact, if you want something, let's manifest it. Let's materialize it. Now is the best time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I loved being here with you this morning. What a blessing, what a gift. And I'm so excited to see you. How do we join? You send me a message or you head over to the link in my bio. If you want to be one of the first 5 people, I advise you to head over to the link in my bio and just go ahead and sign up, because that will guarantee that you're going to be one of the 5 people, because you don't need to wait for us to respond. So if you want to make sure you grab your spot and you're one of the 5 lucky people that get this beautiful surprise, then just head over to the link in my bio and you just sign up, put your details in, and then we're going to be in touch for the first 5 people to have become Wealth Being members as well. And we cannot wait to see some of you at the Unleash Your Power Within as well. I know I cannot wait to see you as well, and it's going to be fantastic and phenomenal. I'm so blessed because our schedule is now, like, if you really want to fully immerse yourself, we had today's session. On Monday, we have our members call at the Wealth Being membership as well, where you can connect, collaborate with other members as well. Then we're going to be at the UPW on the Unleash Your Power Within. Maybe you're going to be there, right? Master Co and I will definitely be there in person, in flesh. And then after that, we will be honored to have Master Co on the 20th of November inside the Wealth Being. And before then, we have beautiful things already prepared for you, in store for you, to help you elevate your energy, your wealth, and your health as well. Thank you so much. Thank you for blessing us with your presence today.
Thank you for allowing me to be of service to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you for coming here and joining us live or watching the replay. We appreciate you. We value you. Make sure you become a member, and we'll see you on the inside. God bless.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. All right.